Hello guys, my name is Adej here. Welcome back to my channel AJ3600. So in this video I'm going to show you how to broadcast a message using Laravel Echo and Pusher.js. So if you're new to this series, I recommend you to go and watch the second part of this series, which is the installation part, on which I have shown you how to install Laravel Echo and Pusher.js. So without much of further talk, let's get started. So before starting this video, I'm going to remind you of some minor mistake that you may make while developing your project. So one of that is inside your .env file. So just remember to change the broadcast driver from log to pusher. And next is inside your config folder, inside the app.php file. You may forget to uncomment the broadcast service provider class. And the third one is inside your broadcasting.php file, that you may forget to specify the cluster that you are using. And another one is inside your assets.js and bootstrap.js, is that you may forget to uncomment these, and you may also forget to specify your cluster and your key. So let's start building our project. We can start by creating a new event. So for creating a new event, just type php artisan make event and the event's name. So here I will name as broadcast event or broadcast chat, broadcast chat, and press enter. This will create a new broadcast file inside your app events folder. So this is the newly created events file. So now what we have to do is to call in this event whenever a new chat is created. So we can do it by two methods. One is going to the controller, chat controller, and manually registering or manually calling in the events when a new chat is created by typing some code right here. And the other method is automatically finding when a chat is created inside the chat.php model. So we are going to use that method here. So for that we need to create a new protected array, which is the dispatches events. So it was formerly known as events, so it just changed in the Laravel 5.5. So we open an array, and inside the array I will type the created function. So this we have to specify the class which have to be called in when a new chat has been created. So for us, we will type in the broadcast chat class. So this function will automatically call in the broadcast chat class whenever a new chat has been created. So now let's call in the broadcast chat class. So app events broadcast chat. Yeah. Now let's create a new channel, new private channel for our messages to get broadcast into. So for creating a new channel, just go to routes channel.php, and by default we have one channel which is app user ID. We are not going to use the default channel. Instead we are going to create a new channel. So I will just copy this code and paste it down here, and I'll change the app.user to chat, and the chat user ID and friend ID, and change this ID to user ID and the friend ID. And by default we can return true. Actually we want to check whether the user ID which is provided by the JavaScript is matching the user who is currently logged in. So this is an important criteria when broadcasting a message, or else someone can get the message which is broadcast into this channel. So I will do it later. So if I do it right now, you guys won't understand anything. So I will do it later while working with the JavaScript part. So back into our broadcast chat PHP, we can just create a we can just create the chat which has been just newly created. So for that I will just call in the chat model and create a new public property of chat, and inside the construct method I will just get the chat which has been created right now. So I will assign the value of the newly created chat to the public property which we have created right here. So this chat equals chat. Okay, now we need a private channel, so don't change it to something like present channel. So we will leave it like that. So in near the broadcast class which is written here, we need to implement the should broadcast class. Then only this event will broadcast all the messages which or the chat which has been created. So for that we will type implements should broadcast. So just make sure that these both match together. Now for the name of the channel, I'm going to change this to chat dot, and I'll pass in the user ID. So this chat, so this chat is getting the chat which we have just assigned the value into, and this chat user ID, and the next will be a dot, and again we will pass in the friend ID. So this chat friend ID. Now let's move on to our JavaScript part. So I will just close everything else and just open our app.js file. So inside the if condition which we have given a long time ago, we are going to create a new echo and private, and we are going to give the name of the channel. So chat dot and plus the user ID plus, and again a dot, and the friend ID. So you may be thinking of a way like this, but actually this is the wrong way of defining the channel name. Actually we need to define the user ID second and the friend ID first. So you may be confused right now. So the reason for alternating these two is that when a message is sent to the other person's computer, the user ID and the friend ID is interchanged. So for example, if there is a chat between user ID of 1 and the friend ID of 5, and when the user ID of 1 sent a message and the friend ID 5, when he is viewing, his user ID is 5 and his friend ID is 1. So there is a change between the user ID and the friend ID when a message is sending from a person's computer A to a person's computer B. So don't take it too complicated. It's very logical. Just give a pause to this video and think for 2 seconds and you will understand the logic. So now we can continue. So we will listen to the broadcast chat events, and we can fire a method. So once a chat has been created, we will have the access to the um, chat which the new chat which has been created, so we can push the newly created chat with the old chats. So we can do that by this dot chats dot push e dot data. Oh, there's no need of the data. Okay, now that's all for the JavaScript part. Now, as I have mentioned in the first few minutes of this video, that I'll be talking about the returning function after I have completed the JavaScript part. So inside the return, we have to verify that the user ID which is passed in by the JavaScript and the user who is currently logged in matches. So for that, we will do it by checking user ID equals the user ID. So this is a very important condition while broadcasting a message. If you didn't give some conditions like this, your data may be stolen by some hackers who wants to peep into some users conversation, and it may be hard for you to fix it later. So leave it that way, and don't forget to compile your app.js file after you have edited that. Now we can move on to the testing part. So I will just go to /chat. So as you can see, I have opened up its conversation between the user ID 1 and the user ID 12. So while testing, while opening this, I just paused the video and I just found out that I had done a small mistake inside the channels file. I'm checking whether the user ID is matching the user ID which is the friend ID actually. So we will change it to friend ID which is a user ID. So I just actually got confused when I changed it in our JavaScript file, so I'm extremely sorry about that, and it's actually friend ID. Now that's okay. Now if we send a message something like hi, um, we will get the hi from the other users chat. So actually we are getting all the arrays because we are pushing all the data into the chats variable out here. So in order to fix that, I will only push the chat or the message only, so that we will only get the message. So that's fine. Now if we send some hello brother, we will get the message in the other user's chat. So hey, subscribe to my channel. Yeah, now the chat is working fine. So if you want to give some audio, like when the new chat is arrived, something like ding dong, some voice like that, you can do it. So first of all, find a suitable audio for. So I have actually downloaded a audio file just for showing you guys. So if you want, you can choose this audio or download any other if you want. So I will play it. So this was my audio. So for playing this audio when a new message has been arrived, first of all we need to create a audio element inside our HTML file. So our HTML file is inside chat folder and show.play.php, and above all I will create a new audio tag. Inside that I will create a new source, and the src equals asset sounds slash chat .mp3, and I will give a ID to this audio. mm, I will give it as chat audio. So back into our app.js file, and we will get a document.get element by id dot play. Okay, now if you reload, so now if I send some message, okay, I can hear the voice. So now that's all for the audio. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. You can always give me feedback through any kind of social media which I am in. Thanks for your support, guys.